Good morning, church. Zechariah 10, verse 8 says, listen to this, I will whistle for them to gather them together, for I have redeemed them. It's the prophet Zechariah speaking as God calls us together. When I was in Romania all those many summers with my friends on the mission field over there, and a lot of the students, that we had such a good time and so many blessings from all of that. In the afternoons, we would watch shepherds move their sheep herds up and down the mountains that we were camped on. And I was genuinely fascinated by the way the sheep interacted with the shepherds, and sheep were almost oblivious to everything around them except the shepherd. They would wander into our fields where we were playing games or seated on tarps and ponchos having classes, and they would just graze on grass all around us. They would wander up into the tents that we had pitched for the week or so we were there, and they ate the grass. They grazed all over the fields and the campsite, never looked up. We could whistle at them, huff at them, try to shoo them away. We were trying to take pictures of them and get them to look at us, and they just never responded to anything until the shepherd made a sound. But when the shepherd or the shepherdess made one distinct sound, some of them would make a yelp, some of them would say a single syllable that I wouldn't know from not being Hungarian and or Romanian, and then every once in a while there was one that just had this whistle. And every time that happened, every sheep in that valley that belonged to him would stop eating, turn his head, and look straight at the shepherd and just wait on instructions. It was as if that these dumb sheep who were helpless and defenseless farm animals knew that sound means instructions are going to follow and we should obey. And I was fascinated by it. I loved watching that. Learned so much from them. Jesus says in John 10, verse 4, when he puts forth his own, he goes ahead of them. The sheep follow him because they know his voice. And he's describing himself, Jesus, as our shepherd, and we are the sheep. He says, I'm the shepherd and you're the sheep. And when I go before you, you follow me because you know my voice. A stranger they simply will not follow, verse 5 says, but will follow him because they know the voice. They do not know the voice of a stranger. In John 10:14, Jesus says, I'm the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me. I love how personal that verse is. It's got so many personal pronouns. I know my own, and my own know me. I am his sheep. He knows me, and I know him. Even as the Father knows me, and I know the Father. That's how intimate the relationship between Jesus and me is like the relationship between Jesus and his Father. And he says, I lay down my life for the sheep, something we can be very thankful for today. Well, I want to ask you to listen for the instructions of the shepherd today. He's going to give you instructions today. He's going to whistle. He's going to call your name. And I pray all of you know his voice very, very well and listen to our shepherd. He's the great shepherd, and we are just sometimes really dumb sheep, but we can follow instructions and we can listen for instructions. So I encourage you to do that today, and maybe jot a note down on your own Facebook page of some instruction God's given you today to follow. Love you guys. See you soon.